I'm Lee Peterson with SITECH Western States, and today we're going to talk about measurements. We're going to be setting some points. So we have a couple different point types. We have feature points and we have surface points. And we're going to kind of talk a little bit about both of those today. So first off, from our main screen, we're going to go to Project Setup, and we're going to actually go Change Project. We actually want to create a new work order. Work orders are the easiest way for us to organize our data. And so we are going to call this As Built, since we are actually measuring an already built surface and parking lot here. We don't necessarily need any sort of design since we're going to be creating our own infield work here. And we're going to hit Accept. So as soon as we set this up, we are automatically brought to the measure screen. Doesn't really say it, but that's absolutely where we're at. At the top of the screen, it says measure mode. And so we are already where we need to be. So first, we're actually going to take some feature shots. So I'm going to go to my point, and I'm going to set up on a drone point that we have set up over here for flights. And we're going to call this drone target. For point code, we're going to call this cross on ground. And for point type, we're going to call this a feature. We want this to be a feature because we don't want it to be a surface shot. This is just going to be a target reference for us for our drone flights later on. Once we're set up on the point, we're just going to hit the Accept button. All right, so that's our first feature shot. From here, we're actually going to travel over to another spot. Here we're going to come set up on a couple of water cans. That way we can save them to come back to a little bit later. So we're going to hit that same plus button, and we're going to label it water. And for a point code, we're going to call it cap. This is also going to be a feature shot since we don't want it to be part of our surface later on. And then we'll just shoot this last water valve. We're going to do the same thing when shooting duplicate points. You don't have to name every point individually. It'll automatically relabel the point as water 1, and then water 2, water 3, and so on. So we can quickly just go shoot our second point. And that's how to shoot a feature point in Trimble Siteworks.